Hi there, welcome to Floating in Dreams. These are my top 10 favorite grungy toned eyeshadow palettes. Welcome to everybody watching today. Thank you so very much for joining me. This video is part of Eyeshadow Palette Month, which is what we're doing for all of August. Every single video that is not one of my regular series, but even some of my regular series are going to be focused on eyeshadow palettes for sure. So there's a lot of eyeshadow palette content coming your way this month. So I hope you like to stay tuned. And one of the videos I like to do every single year is to chat to you about my favorite grunge eyeshadow palettes, because who doesn't love a murky, yummy color story? And I try to focus this on having a little bit of everything. I have discontinued palettes here, but I also still have palettes that are still available, and I have things that lean from more warm toned that go more cool toned as well, because I feel that nowadays grunge doesn't have to mean that we need to go the warm tone round, which used to be the case. Like it used to be very warm toned if we went grungy. It was like these swampy greens with like orange toned neutrals. That's no longer the case. So let me get started. If you're saying grunge toned eyeshadow palettes and we're only going to be sharing 10 with you, we need her. I know, it's no longer available, but the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette is such a good one. It's one of the best palettes ever made, in my opinion. You are going to have to pry this out of my cold dead hands. I'm going to keep using this until it expires or it breaks or whatever it is that might happen to this. I have always said that I don't love that we don't get many shimmers in here. It's very matte heavy. But I don't mind that much since I've discovered multi-chrome. So I have some multi-chrome shimmer singles in my single palette collection. So I have loads of pans that can go with this really nicely. I love these deeper, murky, grungy matte shades with jewel tone multi-chromes, like the ones from Cleona, something like Forge with these like really nice swampy sort of colors is just life. I really enjoy those palettes for sure, and I really like my Subculture till this day. Shall we get some of the discontinued things out of the way first then? I'm pretty sure that this is still discontinued as well. It has been coming back into stock from time to time on the official Melt website, but the Muerte by Melt Cosmetics, it was supposed to be limited edition, that it was brought back by popular demand, you could say, because so many people love this thing to pieces. My favorite shades are the blues in the middle, but this, it's vibrant, but it doesn't have to be if you don't want to, because these red tones, like this is very vibrant and this is very vibrant, but the rest of it isn't. You really have these murky wine colors with these deep, deep navy blues with these like tealy shades. You can do so much with this palette, and the grunge tone of it is just wonderful. Whenever I use this palette, I always feel like $1,000,000. No longer available, but definitely grungy tone, but more gray leaning, I find, is the Baroque from Colourpop. Baroque, I never know how to say this. In Dutch we say Baroque, whatever. Like the music and the cultural style of what, 17th, 18th century? I never know exactly when those periods are in art and stuff, but here we have that color palette, and it's just really lovely. It's these grayish blues with some like duochrome shimmers thrown into the mix. There are some sparkly options. I don't use this enough. I'm not gonna lie. I pretty much show this in videos, but I keep it around all the time. Because I'm always intrigued when I look at this color story, and I feel no other brand has ever done this before or since Colourpop has done this. So that's why it gets to stay all the time. Yes, it's gray, but it's got these like murky navies as well. It's such a good, dark, deep, smoky yet sultry color story, which is why I enjoy it. So the last one that you can no longer buy, just to get those out of the way, is the Misha Lou Cosmetics Witchcraft palette. It doesn't get any more grungy tone than this, and this is what I mean with like swampy greens with warm tone neutrals. I could have put my Melt Gemini in here as well, but I have something that's similar to it, and I was like, I don't want to put too many of the same color stories in. but this is my rendition in this video of like the swampy green with a warm tone neutral kind of vibe. This also has some purples thrown into the mix. This brand was discontinued years ago. I still have the two palettes I have because I think the color stories are so unique in my collection till this day. I want an indie brand to do something like this. Like someone like a Bella Beauty Bar or a Fantasy Cosmetica. I think they can do something like this. I think they can. I don't think... Does Fantasy Cosmetica already have a witch theme palette? I don't think they do they? So that's one of the characters they still, like fairy tale-esque characters they still need to do for sure. But yeah, the Meeshalou Witchcraft palette till this day, one of the best grunge eyeshadow palettes I still own. Something I tried last year is by Klarity Cosmetics. This is the Deadly Rose. This was one of their Valentine's Day collections. Oh, I think this one has expired. Oh no, I hope I can show you. But I opened the palette after taking it upstairs and there's green shadow everywhere. So I saw that this shadow, the dark green in the bottom, had this little dome on it. And it was completely like puffed up, like there was air inside it. So I hope this doesn't break by showing it to you like this. I'm gonna have to investigate after I sit down to film this video what's wrong with the palette. I now have a dark green finger as well. This is not a formula that I found very easy to play with, but look at the color story. The reds with the taupey grays and the dark greens. That was so good, so good. But yeah, the fact that this has just exploded everywhere is not a good sign. Usually when eyeshadows change texture is when they expire, so this could be the case for this palette for sure. I'm gonna have to give it a sniff test in a second and see if I can clean it up a little bit better and to see if I can prevent that green shade from cracking even further. It may just need a repress. That could very well be the case. But the fact that it had this like puffed up dome that I was able to press down, that's not a good sign. But yeah, love the color story for a grungy toned look. And as far as I know, that one is still available. You could still potentially buy the Klarity Cosmetics one. Or like with Klarity Cosmetics, I'm never sure whether something is still available or not. Then we have the Nomad, by Juvias Place. As far as I know, this is still available, as far as I know. But this is very similar to the Mel Gemini. I like this one a little bit better because it has better shades for me. But it's essentially swampy greens with warm tone neutrals. You see what I'm going here with the grungy take? That used to be the only sort of grungy color stories we got, but I feel we get better things now. So this is lovely. I love this swampy brown sort of moment here in the bottom. Love the shimmer in the middle. Love these two shades. I think I select this eyeshadow palette like every year in the fall time to play with again because I do really enjoy it that much. Next up is a palette that was sent to me in PR by Monolith. This is the Wicked Widow Beauty Tales of Terror, a Haunting palette. So if this hadn't been sent to me, I don't think I would have selected it because it has oranges in, and I'm not a lover of orange. But can you see where I'm going with this? Warm tones with greens, and then again a hint of purple in this one. This is a bit brighter though, and when I was playing around with it, I really enjoyed what the looks came out to be. So I wasn't mad about this palette, which is why I ended up keeping it around in my makeup collection. But this is not the kind of color story I go for anymore. It's of course like a nicely sort of spooky color story that goes with the vibes of like a grunge tone palette quite nicely as well. So this one, I'm not sure, again, I'm not sure whether this was limited edition or not. With indie brands, I'm never entirely sure. I feel sometimes the releases with indie brands can go so quickly that it's very difficult to keep track of what they still have and what they don't have. This one I'm pretty sure was limited edition for Christmas or Christmas time. The Harvest of Souls by Fantasy Cosmetica, and this has everything. This is everything that I need for a grunge color story. It can lean bright, but it doesn't have to be if you don't make these like brighter pops of color like the main feature of your look. It's got a teal quad, it's got greens, it's got purples, and then these like murky golds with berries or something like that. It's beautiful. It's really nice. I really enjoy playing with this. This is the Fantasy Cosmetica formula that I really enjoy. But the past couple of color stories they have done, I haven't enjoyed as much. But the Harvest of Souls, the minute I saw that, I was like, I want that in my life. And this may be a bit out there, but I think that a cool tone can also be grungy. And I feel like it's called Fleeting Life or Floating Life. I never know for sure because I can't read the writing on the back. But this is by Cheeryep, which is a Chinese beauty brand. And this, I mean, it doesn't get any grungier than this, doesn't it? Especially because it has this red vibe. And then it has these grayish plummy things with some taupes. I think this can fit the grungy bill for sure, especially because it goes nice and deep here. And then it has some beautiful shimmers in, some stunning multi-chrome, some holographic shades even. This one is a good one if you're looking for something grungy. And then the final sort of bigger palette I have for you is the Poison Garden from Bella Beauty Bar. We all know when I tried this, I became a Bella Beauty Bar stan. I think I now have received their last 3 releases in PR from Monolith. This one I did pay for with my own money through Monolith because I tend to shop there from time to time as well. But when this was already announced, I was like, ooh, that looks really beautiful. I think I want to try that. And I hadn't tried much Bella Beauty Bar yet, so this was a great way for me to try their reformulated palette. And I think this is beautiful. You get some really nice murky greens in here. The bright blues make it seem like it's not going to be grungy, but again, you don't need to use those 2 shades as like the main feature of your eye look, and then it will still be a very grungy thing. This is dark, it's got cool tones, it has a little bit of warmth over here in the corner, but overall it's quite a cool leaning color story, and it just has all the gray undertone sort of colorful shades of your dreams. That's why I love this one. So, enough said. And finally, another C beauty brand is Girl Cult. I think these little quads take grunge to the next level, and especially this one. I forget the names of these as well. I'm gonna have to look it up for you. But this little 4-pan, look at that. The red with like the black with the red, and then this so good. And the formula of these are really good. I think it's a clever way if you don't want to spend like Bella Beauty Bar kind of money, or like close to 100 euros with some of the Adept palettes, if you want to try multi-chromes and like fun holographic things, because I think these are around 20 euros. Yes, you only get 4 shades, but the packaging already, like, And this is one that I tested out in June. That goes for all of these palettes, by the way. I've tested all of these out in the past, so if you want to see looks I've done with these and my full review, then you just need to check the description box down below because I'll have all the links for you there. But here we have what this green toned one is. It's an all shimmer palette, but these, especially these 2, have a depth to them that I hadn't expected from just looking at them in the pan. This is a holographic shade. The other ones all have some sort of shift to it. This is absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to see what this brand does as well. They also do some more standard things, but it's the packaging for me combined with the shades inside it that make them the perfect grungy sort of brand. So that was my top 10. I'm pretty sure there were a couple of palettes missing here that you might have expected me to feature, but I have done a video like this for years now. I think I update it once a year. So this is just my most updated top 10. That doesn't mean I don't like the other palettes anymore that I recommended to you last year. I'm still rate my Nomad, Haunted Europe really highly, etc., etc. My Melt Gemini that I've mentioned in this video as well. Those are still really solid palettes. It's just that if I force myself to only pick 10 and I want to update what I've shown you before, then this would be the update. I can link you, of course, to the older videos down below as well. So if you want to see what I recommended last year and the year before that, then I can definitely share that with you. So I'll look up all of the grunge eyeshadow palette videos I have and put them in a little list down below. So check in the description box if you want to see other content with grunge eyeshadow palettes, because I've definitely done more in the past. And for now, I really hope you'd like to stay tuned for more eyeshadow palette month videos, because I'm going to be doing that, as I said, throughout August. So I hope you are looking forward to all of those videos. I certainly am. I always have a lot of fun putting this month together for you. There aren't any extra videos this month because I have been traveling and I need to I also need to battle jet lag while filming videos this month, so that's going to be a bit of a chore. So that's why I opted to not have too many extra videos in this month, just so you know. But yeah, thanks for watching today, and then I hope to see you again very, very soon for a new video. Bye-bye.